What up? And welcome to another episode of From the Script to the Screen, My Hero Edition. Episode 11 of Season 7 is out now, so as always, you guys already know. Gotta shout out the creator, Kohei Horikoshi, and gotta give a shout out to the studio, Bones. Appreciate all parties involved. They covered chapters 360 to 362, finishing off volume 36. Getting right into it, another great episode. Action-packed because we know that they were focused on the fight between everybody and Shigaraki. And you guys already know at the level that he's at, it's going to take a massive attack to be able to do damage to him. Something that the players on the field aren't necessarily capable of. But we know that they're good for support, and so that's kind of what they're doing for each other, trying to make time for Deku to arrive. And so we have a cool moment with the big three, who's going to be the graduating class from the academy, because again, like I said before, Sun Eater has a very beneficial quirk, and so the fact that he's able to eat anything and then be able to use any of their properties or conditions and turn it into a weapon, and with the help of Nejiri's shockwave, see him loading up to make a plasma cannon, and he's trying to make damage on Shigaraki. I enjoyed seeing the little flashback between the big three. We know that they all helped each other grow. The fact that they were all quirky people, ironically, individually, and them coming together were able to form a very strong team. And of course, they got through school together. And so we see them have a moment. Like, through it all, we got to remember that these guys are kids. And, you know, just a couple months ago, they were at school. So it's kind of crazy to see how much things have shifted. And so you can't help but feel for the situation that the kids are in. And speaking of kids, you know, we got to finish with Bakugo, who was already pretty roughed up, and he still gets up and tries to push through. We already know that they go through a theme of plus ultra, the fact that they're trying to find a little bit more in that gas tank. And we see that Bakugo's new form of using his quirk had some different effects that he wasn't really noticing. And so the fact that he was now storing up his beads so that it'd be able to make bigger explosions, at a point, I'm pretty sure that he's sweating profusely also at this point of the fight. It's kind of like his body had nowhere else to go, so had some blowback, and we see that even though he was moving at an extremely fast pace, we see the side effects kick in. After an emotional scene with him having some flashbacks about All Might, we know that Bakugo always felt responsible for the situation with him, but again, it was something that was inevitable. Maybe his hand being forced could be why he feels like that due to the kidnapping, but it was something that could have happened at any point, so he shouldn't feel bad, but he does. And so we see him have a little bit of remorse because we see him talking to the All Might vestige, and he says that he always wanted an autograph. My favorite panel of the week. Because we see a dope shot of everybody trying to jump in and save Bakugo from what appears to be a blow. But at the same time, some of the blowback from his quirk, and we see that it affects his chest. And so that's where the episode leaves us, with Best Genius looking onto Bakugo's body with a hole in his chest. So we'll have to see what happens next week. But let me know what you guys thought about the episode. I'm a fan of Bakugo for sure. Even though hot-headed, his heart is always in the right place, ironically. But let me know what you guys thought as always. Till next time. Peace.